So I know it has been an awful lot of time since I have come for a review, and now today we are not going in comic book review and it's a toy review, because why not? Comics and action figures go hand in hand. So this is the Neca Trick or Treat Ultimate Sam figure, which I bought from Big Bad Toy Store. So we will be doing a review of this figure. And so for the first segment, which I am going to cover, is the packaging. Now, as Neca collectors know, Neca does some really nice packages which you can use as a backdrop. As you can see, this is a poster for the film with Sam, that principal guy, and the neighbor guy, the serial killer, that werewolf lady, the spoiler, and all of them, and the lantern from here. And in the back, we have some pictures of the figure that with all its head sculpts. And in the side too, this is a still from the movie, and as per this, a spoiler alert, you can't get the figure in this pose anyway. And in the bottom there are some instructions as how to light the lantern and all the stuff, and all the good people who sculpted, painted, and all the things. And that's all for packaging. Now this is a window box in its all simplicity. You can open like this, and I have removed all the accessories so you won't see anything here, but it had all the accessories. And we have an image of the Sam toy, and this is shut by Velcro, so you can display it even with the package as you like. And one great thing is that it comes with a backdrop. Let me keep this here, and yeah, this is the plastic clamshell, you need that. And this is the backdrop that comes with the figure. Actually you can use it, but it's flimsy, so it might fall over, but with some glues and stuff you can actually use it as a nice backdrop for the figure. Now we will look at all the accessories that comes with the figure, and these are the accessories that it also comes with. One additional head sculpt which I'll show here. This is the one head sculpt which it comes with in the packaging on the figure, so this is also an accessory if you want to count it as such. And as you can see, there is a nice amount of focus. There is a nice amount of detailing on this head sculpt. All the seams are, you can see the seams, the eyes are appropriately beady and cross marked, and there is a stain on the figure from the use. There is a stain on this cloth. And now this portion is made from softer plastic to allow for more articulation. We'll see more of that in the articulation section. And there are lots of wrinkles added, and overall this is a very great sculpt by the team of Neca. So let's look at the other head sculpts. And this is the second one, which you can use sort of as for eating this lollipop, as you can remember from the movie, for biting this lollipop off. And I have to say, this is maybe my least favorite head sculpt out of all the four, because of how off shape it is. As you have seen, this shape and this shape are so different, and I know that the mouth has been opened in this, but the shape is entirely different, and it's not too good looking as such. So this may be my least favorite, but it has all the details that you want with all these strings, the softer plastic, and the mouth inside is sculpted, but you can't move it like the rest of the mouths in these. So that's that for the head sculpt. And next one is the unmasked. This is the real face of the Sam, and this might have been my favorite head sculpt out of the most, because of its ability to like open the mouth. And as you can see, there is some details on the mouth which is so awesome, and there are details on the sky, on the eyes, and the pumpkin shape, which is so fitting with the Halloween theme of the film. But one gripe I have over this, which I'll talk about in the figure section, is that this does not fit in the figure peg, and that's a QC issue. Neca is known for the QC, quality control issues. That's the QC issues. So that's the problem. But I think I will display him with this open mouth, but as this is plastic, so after opening it for some time, maybe this won't close. Yeah, now it's not closing properly, but so I think you can keep one in an open mouth and one in the closed mouth configuration, so that This is the injured Sam portrait, where he was stabbed by that neighbor fellow, but as we all know, he's cannot be killed, and this is like the pumpkin extract that is coming from his face, and this mouth can also be opened and closed. But in that movie, when he was stabbed like this, he appeared dead, so I think I'll go with the closed mouth route for this. And those who are keeping track, this fits with the head peg, so there is no QC issues with this head sculpt. And then we have the hand, the cut off hand, which goes with this head sculpt, and you can display it as such. There are lots of detailing on the gloves and all, and the hands are appropriately dirty, so this is a good nice display piece. And next we have the gripping hand. The figure itself comes with a gripping hand, which can be used for gripping the chocolate bar knife, and this is used for gripping the lollipop. And speaking of which, this is the lollipop, the infamous lollipop from the movie, so you can fit this in here. It's a nice fit, and this can be used as a killer weapon. And those who are wondering what the heck, just go and watch the movie Trick or Treat. It's a great movie. It's one of the best slasher movies of the 21st century. Okay, so yeah, and I prefer this hand because it has very dirty look. The weathering is top notch for this. And next we have the candy knife. So it has some nice details. It's a small thing, so be careful not to lose it. And this is painted metal. All of this is plastic. There is no die cast or anything like that. For the price point, no die cast. This looks like a Snickers, and that's that. Then we have the sack, which the handle is, the upper part is made of a softer plastic, so that you can get it into his hands, and this is a flat part so that you can lay it on the surface like this. And there are some stains, so this is for like the dragging action, and I will discuss how to use it in the figure section. And then we have the pumpkin, two pumpkins actually. This is my favorite pumpkin because it looks so evil and badass. And this is the lighter pumpkin, so I'll show you how the lighter works. First you have to take off this tab, plastic tab, and inside there are some alkaline cell batteries, and you have to just press the thing. It lights up. It has a nice light, and I have used it for some hours and it does not go out. So this is a great display piece if someone comes to your home and you want to display all in a horror collection. Really fits the ambience of the figure. Yeah, just like that. And that's all for the accessories section. So here we have all the accessories of Ultimate Sam. So now we have the figure itself on hand, and as you can see, it's a very nice looking figure, very accurate to the film with all the weathering effects, and the joints are not so visible. Neca has really like hidden the joints on the folds, so that's a very good decision on their part. And this is the head sculpt, which I already looked in the previous section, and these are the boots. As you can see, they are really weathered. And this is the back, and I have this is all of this torso is a softer plastic. I can feel a body inside, but there is no torso crunch or anything. And these are the two hands. This can be used for gripping the sack, and it can be got out like this. It's a nice fit. And this is the gripping hand, which can be used for gripping this candy knife like this. It's a really nice fit. There are no QC issues with that or anything. So now let's look at the articulation. Now this is the default appearance of the figure. So the head will just turn up to this much, some neck tilt, some neck up, and the arms go out like this. But yeah, here is my major gripe, because this looks so strange. I get that in the movie this was a one-piece cloth, so there would be no articulation like this in the movie, in the real life. But this looks so stupid, like this is so thin and this is, you know, not matching at all, so I won't be using that. and then up to front it goes this much, up to back it goes this much, and then we have a double hinged elbow, so it can go up to this much, both of the sides, and there is a rotation as you might expect, and there is no movement in the torso because this is a small figure, and not a single movement. You can't get any lean or anything out of that, and the legs move outward this much, and this is softer plastic, so it allows some mobility, and then the knees move this much, it also rotates. Actually, as with any NECA figure, I would first tell you to use a hair dryer or dip it in hot water so that you can get all the joints moving without breakage. And this is the angle joint. There is no rocker or anything. This is just the angle joint, which gives sort of good stability. And now let's swap the head sculpt and look how it works. Yeah, so this is actually the neck joint. It gives a lot of good motion, but because of the nature of this head sculpt, it is restricted. And now let's pop this off. So as I told you, this does not fit. It's like a bobblehead. It's not even fitting. That's a big use issue, and you can get it on there, but it's like really not stable at all. And next we have this head sculpt. This is fitting nicely and all, no props, and you will get the same range of motion as the first one. And next we have this injured head, and I had to say this one fits the most perfectly, and you can get all the range of motion that you want out of this. And that's all for the head sculpt. Now I'll show you how to attach the sack. So this is a bit tricky at first because the sack wants to hang on by itself. So you just bring this hand over and just finagle it outwards, finagle it like that. Make the sack go through the soft part. Actually it becomes it's sort of off balance itself, but you can sort of get it in there anyway. And that's how I think I'll display mine, with the sack holding, and in the hand a candy bar in the hand ready for killing, and with the headlight and this. So that's how I think I'll display. So that's all for my NECA review figure. This cost 37.99 USD, which translates to approximately 3000 INR. So it's quite a good value for money figure, as the detailing is really great. The NECA detailing and sculpt are really great, even for 6 scale. So I guess that's all I had to say about this figure. So thank you, and until I see you next, bye.